Welcome to the Tech Blog Writer Podcast, your guide to future tech trends and innovation in a language you understand. Now, over to your host, Neil Hughes.
Welcome back to the Tech Blog Writer Podcast. We're reaching the end of CES this week, and I do apologise for bombarding your feeds, but please spare a thought for this humble host who has 20 interviews to edit. But hey, first world problems and all that. Speaking of which, as a guy that works in tech, I always find it's my duty to be an early adopter of technology and all those shiny new gadgetry, or at least that's what I try and convince myself of. But one of the things that I see and I believe is holding everything back is how fragmented everything is across the technology landscape. You know, throw a Sonos speaker, Philips lighting, Amazon Echo, Google Home device into the mix, and then try to get them all to talk and interact with each other. And depending on which items you go for, you can even end up with a pile of bridges per brand of device. Now, at CES in Las Vegas, a company called Clazio, now they're the smart audio experts. Now they're introducing a smart home entertainment system, which claims to be the all-in-one connected companion to rule them all. So whether you are watching a movie, checking your email, controlling other smart home devices via an Android-powered touchscreen, you can listen to music of any genre or style, or simply check the weather via Amazon Alexa or OK Google. And the Clazio Spark and the Clazio speaker will light up your everyday life. Sounds simple, doesn't it? That was more than enough to awaken my curiosity. So buckle up and hold on tight, because I want to beam your ears all the way to Vegas, or more precisely, Sands Expo, Hall G booth number 52541 at CES, so we can speak with the team at Clazio. So, welcome to the show. Can you tell me a little about who you are and why you're attending CES this year?
We are startups to make a smart speaker and with compatible with OK Google and Alexa, this smart speaker. And our brand Clazio is established last year, and we already hosted 2 successful crowdfunding in Indiegogo.
Now imagine everyone listening to this show is now at the Sands Expo, Hall G, booth 52541 at CES, and curiously looking at what you do. So can you offer an overview of what your brand new smart speaker does, what problems it solves, and also what makes it unique and stand out from the crowd at this year's CES?
Okay, let me say in this word, our Spark is compatible with OK Google and Alexa. This is the most all-in-one smart speaker in the world, and you can stream music and watch videos. What do you like? And you can say, "Hey, OK Google." If you like to use the Amazon Alexa, you can say, "Alexa," then ask some questions or streaming music. For hand-free. And when you set up some smart home system, then you can also to give them some skills and commands. Something will light your way, light your home.
This week you're aiming to wow cards with the most powerful wireless audio and video experience in town. But what I love about what you're doing is without compromising on quality. So I've got to ask, how is it being received by attendees at CES this year?
The attendee like the product very much. They ask them because they a lot of questions about how to work for the both systems, OK Google and Alexa. I will show them how it works and how to activate these 2 kind of system. And then we also had a TV to show them and how it works, and the video show them. Normally, we can connect according to the HDMI output. Then we can make the normal TV to a smart TV.
Now, there does seem to be an enormous amount of choice and flexibility around content, but for me it's the voice control that's equally as impressive, isn't it? Is that what you're finding?
Because we find this function because this year is most important for the smart speaker and voice activate, voice interactive, because there is a lot of competitor smart speaker in the market. and this is a new way to contact with the machines. And we only know we can, when you doing something with your hands, then you can use a voice to do some simple way to to entertainment yourself or do some things. You can set alarm when you're cooking. You can set a timer when you have something to do.
So for any techies listening, what's under the hood? I mean, can you share some of the tech specification of what makes all of it possible?
Our Spark is based on a quad-core CPU and 2 gig RAM, and with 16 gigabyte memories. Then the system is smoothly using. Later on, we also use a dual microphone to do a far field voice control.
You've had not one, but a few successful Kickstarter campaigns under your belt now, and here you are at CES. Now, there's going to be many people listening on their own startup journey, maybe thinking about attending next year, but feeling a little bit nervous about doing so. So as someone that's been through the whole crowdfunding process to releasing a product on the show floor at the biggest tech event in the world, what is the best advice you could offer to anyone listening?
Nowadays, there is no one to doing the dual system for OK Google and Alexa in one device. They normally they only to use there are some two teams support OK Google and the other team support Alexa. But we embed fill in a one system in one device. Then if by one device, you can get two most popular voice control.
So what has been the highlight of this year's CES for you? Because although you're working 18-hour days, is there anything that you've dashed across the strip or the show floor there to see something that really interests you or actually pick up something?
Okay, first of all, I can see a lot of competitor in the CES. The other thing, the second, I can see a lot of new technology like motorway car and the next generation with the 5G new technology.
So once CES comes to an end and you get back home and you've got all these contacts, what's next for you guys?
Next for us, we will keep going to optimize our Spark, and we will design some new, more interesting tech product to our backers. And we will, I think in this year, we will have much more new product launched in the market.
Excellent. Well, a huge thanks for taking the time to speak with me today. But before I do let you go, could you point the listeners in the direction of where they can find out more information and equally how to contact a member of your team, just if they have any questions about our conversation?
Thank you very much for your interview today. And if anyone interested in our Clazio, you can go to our website www.clazio.ai or our Facebook homepage. You can just search Clazio speaker, then you can go to our Facebook website.
Excellent. Well, I'll put links in the show notes so anyone listening can find you directly. One of the things that I love that you're doing there is you hit the nail on the head early in the interview when you were saying that the landscape's quite fragmented at the moment. And as an early adopter myself, I've got various bridges for whether it be Philips or Sonos. Then you've got the Amazon and the Google thing, and you just end up with so many different equipment that can't talk to each other. So the fact that you've bought one device that links them all together is a fantastic thing. So a big thank you for coming on today.
Thank you for your help. Thank you.
Like I said at the beginning of the show, I get frustrated with all this fragmented tech everywhere. And there's no denying that we need to unify everything. Should the average family of 4, let's say 2 adults, 2 children, find themselves thinking or stressing about if their Samsung fridge will talk to their LG kettle? I mean, by trying to lock people into brands or ecosystems, we're just creating one big mess. Now, I confess I am a bit of an idealist, but what's wrong with thinking of one big open world where we all work together and we all get along? That's real evolution and that's real progress, right? They say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. So I think a week of interviews here at CES has finally fried my brain. So a big thank you to the guys and girls at Clazio for taking us all on a step in the right direction by unifying our tech. But enough of my rants and occasional bursts into song. Over to you. You can email me at techblogwriter@outlook.com. You can tweet me at Neil C. Hughes. And don't forget you can pop by the site techblogwriter.co.uk/podcast and have access to all of the episodes. And you get to see what the guests look like too. Now, I have one more show left at CES before I turn my attention to the rest of the world again. It has been an exhausting week, but I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. So a big thank you for listening, and until next time, don't be a stranger.
Thanks for listening to the Tech Blog Writer Podcast. Until next time, remember, technology is best when it brings people together.